In this clip, watch how Priyanka Chopra makes everybody laugh with just one line.
Biggest trick is to never go to bed angry. Like ever. Like never go to sleep being like, "Chal taran."
So in this video, we're going to break down 3 habits that make her so charming in conversation and how you can apply these habits in your life. First off, she is usually the first one in a conversation to make it playful. Watch how she does that here.
So from two people who've had experience, mine is 23 years, Bhumi's slightly younger. Just slightly.
Most conversations are boring, and that's because nobody goes first in trying to make the conversation more lighthearted and fun.
So, Priyanka, I have to start with something that you said, which I loved.
What did I say now?
It seems like it's her goal in an interaction to have fun. That's why she does this when a co-star gets a question wrong in a quiz.
Okay. The lie is the National Award for Barfi. कुछ नहीं मिला था मुझे.
Her next habit is subtle, but I think it makes her one of the best communicators I've covered on the channel so far. She thinks in threes. Thinking in threes is a powerful public speaking tool where you organize your main idea in groups of 3.
You have to be rejected, you have to audition, and you have to work around the culture of a new country.
This is a great habit to learn if you want to sound clear, confident, and concise. High-level communicators like her use this rule because they know our brains are naturally drawn to groups of 3. That's why they speak like this.
Why is my natural instinct when someone is successful is to be jealous? Why is my natural instinct when someone is successful to be envious? Why is my natural instinct not saying, wow, you've done so great, let me add on to this person?
So the next time you're telling a story or you have a big presentation coming up, think about how you can come up with 3 versions of your key idea.
People could think I'm unlikable. People could say that I'm a horrible person. People could say I'm unprofessional. That's not my truth.
Remember to keep it short and pause for a split second after each one so that the audience can take it in. By the way, if you're enjoying the video, please subscribe. The final habit we'll touch on in today's video is what makes her special. She tells stories with 3 acts. Storytelling is one of the best ways to connect with people. And in certain aspects of life, it is absolutely essential. For example, at a job interview, when you're asked something like, tell me about a time when you made a difficult decision, or tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond. You might not realize it, but that is pure storytelling. In these situations, most people state facts in the order that they happened, but that is forgettable and also what everybody does. So when Priyanka is sharing something that is important, she doesn't just say it, she wraps it up in a story. First, she lays out the context.
Military houses, they have nameplates outside your barracks where it says who is staying here. So my father was a major back then and my mother was a captain. So the nameplate said Major Ashok Kumar Chopra and the captain Madhu Chopra. So I looked at it when it was being installed and it was hammered into our house, and I asked my father, I must have been in kindergarten, I think that time.
Then she talks about conflict. This is when there's a little bit of tension between the characters in her story.
So KG mein baith ke, I asked my father, I said, do I live in this house? And he said, yes, you do. So I said, then why is my name not up there?
So now that she's created a little bit of tension here, watch how she resolves it as she proceeds to the final act, which is the resolution.
And my dad changed the nameplate. And it said Priyanka Mimi Chopra KGB, which was kindergarten B.
And once she's told the story, she then talks about the moral of the story, which is why she was telling the story in the first place.
I think it's very important for this generation to invest in our girls. It's so important.
The next time you have to tell a story, think about the context, conflict, and resolution of the series of events you want to talk about. We've talked about how to tell serious stories, but how do you tell funny stories? That can be a separate video on its own, but one habit you can copy from her is to show what you mean instead of saying what you mean. For context, here she's talking about a director who's narrating a movie script to her.
So the director came and he wanted to narrate the script to me. So he's a rather large man, tall. So anyway, his presence in my living room, my mom and me are sitting down listening. So he comes inside, he says, "Ladki chal rahi hoti hai. Ladki chalti hai. And I'm like, why are you narrating to me like that?
I hope you found the video helpful. Thank you so much for watching.